One of the things that really changed things for me was dimethyltryptamine. I think that they should do DMT.
The one thing that I always wanted was I wanted to be proud of myself.
Like, I've got so many different things going on that I thought I would have been a lot happier than I am. The thing that's getting me down right now is, like, I keep saying it, and I keep saying it over and over, and I keep thinking it, and I keep thinking about it, and I want my life to mean something. I just feel lost. Like, I feel like I'm aimlessly wandering, and I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of that feeling. I'm tired of that feeling of, just staying in limbo. I'm tired of seeming like I'm not going anywhere, spinning my wheels. Because when I started, I had nothing. I was in crushing debt, I had medical bills. I just came out of a surgery that changed my life, and, I had literally nothing. I sold my possessions just to be able to do this. I sold my Xbox, couch, laptop. I was debating selling my own plasma just to be able to do it.
My father brought me some bad news. He put a piece of paper in front of me and just let me read it without saying anything. And in basically big bold letters, it said cancer, and the really bad kind of cancer. So then 1 year later, we were all home for summer, and my dad was getting pretty bad with cancer, and he wasn't himself anymore. But one morning, we were all woken up by my stepmom, Dee, screaming, and we went downstairs to see that my dad was dying. And the last words that he said to me were, "I love you so much." And I held my dad's hand as he died.
There are certain realities about this job that weren't apparent, when I was starting out. And some of the harder realities are you can't be there for everybody. And that's the hardest blow to take. You get stuck in this weird loop where if you can't please everybody, then you have a tough time pleasing anybody. I had to cancel the stream today. And I won't be able to make videos for a little bit because I just found out about 30 minutes ago that my niece, Miranda, was killed in a car crash. It's her parents. I want to send all the love in the world to
Daniel Kyer of Syndigo has passed away as of last week after an apparent suicide attempt. And if it wasn't obvious, the reason that I haven't been able to post videos, or any of us have been able to post videos, is just because we've been dealing with it. It's been a very, very long week. I know Daniel, whatever, demons he was facing that he didn't tell us about, whatever he was facing, I know that he wouldn't have wanted his problems to stop us from creating, because he was such a big influence on us. He inspired us to expect better from ourselves.
It doesn't feel like I'm doing enough, And I know there'll be people that say, I do more than enough. But in all honesty, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm sitting around a lot. I'm waiting. I'm just kind of letting the clock tick by.
And even when I'm not 100% happy with what I'm making, you guys are so understanding that you give me the opportunity to take a break and step back and then come back at it harder than ever before. And I remember every day that I made videos. I remember every single video that I've ever made. I remember the people that I've met on this journey. I remember the people that I've lost.
Where I'm actively turning down movies and TV roles and book deals, and I'm saying no to all these things just because I didn't come for that. I don't know. I feel like I don't deserve it. In a way. I haven't earned it yet, and I'm afraid that I've been doing this for so long that I've lost even the possibility of feeling that again. That's my biggest fear. That's always been my biggest fear is losing my way on YouTube. I mean, I don't care if my channel crashes and burns. I don't care about that. I'm not afraid of failure. I'm afraid of disappointing you guys. You are the most important thing that's ever happened in my life, whether you know it or not.
You guys saved me. I just want you guys to know that.
So, what I was thinking a lot because I didn't see the ending or the second half of that video before I started recording myself. But that was Markiplier, and he has been on YouTube for many years. I remember him being in the early stages when I was back on YouTube in 2012. So he's been on a long journey, and I've seen so many aspects and parts of him, just like PewDiePie or Mr. Beast. You know, these normal people who started off in a home and then they achieved something that was beyond what anyone could possibly fathom. And, you know, today they are common household names, and your kids know these people. But to see that they lack meaning, this is where I want to kind of chip in, because I think if they have not already, if there seems to be a similar pattern. They have focused on the YouTube, and then they have grown into a reality where they have kind of sorted out a lot of the things that other people have to work through more, like just surviving and doing a job and, you know, surviving in terms of finances. Because when you are at this level, money is not your issue. You have to find your drive elsewhere. You have to find a why. You need to do the things for different reasons than most people do what they do. So, speaking from my own experience, I have had many different feelings and developments and just experiences over the last decade and a half, if not 2 decades. And one of the things that really changed things for me was dimethyltryptamine. I think that they should do DMT. I think that once you see reality from beneath the source code, you are able to see meaning in a different way. You're going to be able to see yourself in a different way. There is not going to be I'm doing this for you guys. You guys are the most important thing in my life, and if I wasn't for you guys, I would die. I do everything for you guys. It would turn the script, and all of a sudden, you get a little bit more clarity on who you are in this universe, and then changes the whole neural pattern. Everything changes for most people. And because it is not, you know, if it's done properly, it's not lethal, I think that it would change a lot of things. I think that they would get a lot of benefit, and especially Markiplier. I say this because I have followed the dude for freaking over a decade. And I wonder, I have genuine interest in this because I am currently on my own journey within these different keys to the universe. I have gone through Similanceata, which is, for those who don't know, it is the natural growing mushroom that comes up every single spring in many parts of the world. As of many other mushroom species and plants and different things that people talk about, and some people don't talk about it. Some people have said it that you can't talk about these things and blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. There is a lot to be discovered in these realms. And I think that once you reach a certain point, you are more concerned of your image, especially if you're doing things for the viewers, and if everything is kind of depending on them. You don't want to do something that is so different to what you have been doing so far that you can kind of get exiled or decapitated for doing something. But look at Mike Tyson. That should be a point in and of itself. There are many things that shouldn't be feared until experienced. This is just one of those. And I think that every single person on planet Earth should at least once during their life consider these compounds. Simply because it removes a lot of things. It clarifies shit. And you are given a compass from within instead of trying to follow whatever instruction you get from without. I don't want to drag this on for too long. If you haven't already, I would highly love you if you subscribed and shared and commented and all that stuff. But if you want to take part in conversations, I'm going to try to get a hold of Markiplier and other people within the industry to talk about these things. Spirituality, meaning, to be human, especially to be a successful content creator making millions of dollars a month doing what other people think is no work at all, and then seeing what does that do to your life, because I can promise you it's a little bit more complex than what you think. And just, if you want to take part in all these things, there are levels to this, so many levels, and I'm trying to just put the levels up where it's relevant so that people don't get overwhelmed, but just go to the legacyforge.net. That should be all you have to do. If the information is not there, it's somewhere else. And you will probably find it eventually. Have a fantastic, epic rest of your day. From Death's Waiting Room, signing off.
The walls were made of words, the chains were made of lies. Every truth they sold you looked holy in the night. You follow codes like prophets, you build altars out of screams. But the gods you fed were hollow, and they feasted on your dreams. Now the signal breaks, the system shakes, the storm is here, but the storm awaits. Burn it down, let the echoes fall. The old world dies, we remember it all. Fire to fear and dust to name. We lose to live through Ragnarok's flame. This is not the end. This is the clearing. The sound beneath the silence that only fire's hearing. Let it burn the false, the borrowed, the tame. Let it burn the story that kept you the same. Let it burn until only breath remains. Burn it down, let the echoes fall. The old world dies, we remember it all. Fire to fear and dust to name. We lose to live through Ragnarok's flame.
Build the lighter for someone else.